and welcome to Soul. Have you ever felt like you just did not have the motivation to do work or get out of bed or start on those goals that we worked on together earlier this year? Well, today I'm inviting you to ignore that need for motivation and push yourself through action first. This concept is often known as the action leads to motivation or motivation follows action principle. It suggests that rather than waiting for motivation to strike, taking small steps or initiating action can create a positive feedback loop that leads to increased motivation. So here are 6 ideas and strategies to implement this principle in your life. Number 1, start with small, manageable tasks. We want to break down any larger goals that we've got, and we want to complete these smaller goals to provide a sense of accomplishment. This will fuel motivation for more significant challenges. So let's say you've got a project to do at work, but in the meantime, you've also got to clean the house. You've also got some courses that you need to catch up on because you've got midterms, you're doing a part-time. So break those down. We've got the big goals, right? You've got studying for the midterm for a certain class. You've got work, the project. It's a big ass Excel sheet that you really need to go through. And then you've got cleaning the house, everything from laundry to cooking to having everything going on. So what we want to do is break that down. Well, great. Within your Excel sheet, what is it that you actually need to be doing? Is it, first of all, finding that email, messaging the people, letting them know that you're working on it? If it's the midterm, it could be, okay, well, let me first of all just collect my thoughts, collect all my notes, and just get everything organized in order to get into it. Break things down and then figure out what it is that will actually help you cross things off your to-do list quickly, but also effectively. Number 2, create a routine. An easier, more manageable way to do this is establishing a daily routine that can help create a sense of structure and discipline. When you consistently engage in these types of actions, whether it's exercise, work, personal development, you'll likely find that your motivation is increasing over time. So if we take our example of having so many things to do, if every day you wake up and you tell yourself, well, anyway, it's 6:30 a.m., I need to go for my quick run, I'm going to take a shower, I'm going to make breakfast, and then while I'm doing that, while the breakfast on the stove, I'm going to go and start by emailing my client, letting them know that I'm looking into it. Once I do that, I'm going to go and put the laundry in the washing machine. Washing machine is going to take an hour. Great. During that hour is when I'm going to be eating and actually planning my day. And that leads us to number 3, set clear, achievable goals. We've spoken before about setting SMART goals. What we want to do then is clearly define our goals and make them realistic. It could be that you can't finish everything in one day. If this is something that can take you hours, then you really want to make sure that you're breaking it down in a way that your goals are achievable. You're more likely to take action if that's the case. It's also important to celebrate small victories along the way to reinforce a positive connection between effort and success. Number 4 is what is called the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately, right? Again, take the laundry example. It'll take you less than 2 minutes to just open up your washing machine, throw the laundry inside, put some detergent, and get this over with. This will help you tackle small tasks immediately, which prevents procrastination and also builds momentum for more substantial activities. Number 5, focus on progress, not perfection. And in this case, we also really want to visualize what success means. If you're looking at progress, well, okay, great. What is it that you actually want to get to? So shift your mindset from aiming for perfection. Sometimes we think that success is perfection. That's really not the case, right? We want to visualize what it means for us to be successful, and that needs to be related to progress as opposed to a perfect day, right? So success could mean, great, I've actually finished this project, I've sent the Excel off to the client, and now I can sit down with my book and maybe my lunch, right? You really want to visualize what is it that you consider success. It could be that sitting at the end of the day with a book, right? That is your success. It doesn't have to be success means that by the end of the day, I'm a very successful billionaire, right? You want to be realistic. And again, things don't have to be perfect. It could be that you gave yourself an hour to work on the project, but it actually took you 2. And that's fine. Again, part of creating manageable and realistic goals is also making sure that we are progressing in a way that is encouraging you to take the necessary steps. And finally, number 6 is having accountability partners. Share your goals with a friend or a family member or a colleague who can serve as an accountability partner. Knowing that someone is aware of your objectives can boost your commitment to take action. Now, this is one that is really famous, especially if you're, for instance, trying to lose weight, or you're trying to get yourself to go to the gym more often, or you're trying to get yourself to read more, to write more. You could be working on a book right now, and this could make sure that you're staying on track for writing 100 pages a week. It's really important that we experiment in order to learn what are the most effective ways. Create a positive environment as well, so make sure that while you're doing all of this, you are sitting in a space that is actually peaceful and comfortable for you to be doing the work. And really importantly, reflect on past successes, right? Think back to when were you actually really successful in taking action, acing that midterm, writing, that piece that you needed to finish by the deadline, and getting everything done on time. Remember that motivation is not always a constant state, but it can be cultivated through intentional action. By incorporating these strategies into your routine, you can create a positive cycle where action leads to motivation and motivation fuels action. Remember, step by step, day by day, as always. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week on Soul